I am Dana Malcolm. Rashaed Esson is here with me. We have your evening edition of Top Stories for Tuesday, April 23rd, 2024. Coming up right after this, the news that matters most.
Everyone can now pay online with the National Health Insurance Board. Employers, self-employed, students, voluntary contributors, or even pensioners making contributions for their dependents. Simply visit nhip.tc. Register for the e-services, submit your calculator, and pay directly through our e-services portal. Payments are easier with the National Health Insurance Board. Building a healthy nation, one person at a time.
Edwin Martin has started off on the right foot for many Turks and Caicos residents who spoke to our news team and expressed views on social media. Following his opening address on April 22nd, the team received overwhelmingly positive reactions for the new Commissioner of Police. Comments on social media not only welcomed the new top cop, but were impressed with his speech. He speaks with great confidence, professionalism, and surety. I have faith that he and the entire RTCIPF will do well, said one resident. Another resident responded, quote, "He speaks with great authority. We are looking forward to great work from you and the RTCIPF team at large." End quote. Another resident chimed in, "What a breath of fresh air that the new cop seems to be God-fearing. Sounds humble and sincere. This could help." End quote. Martin took up office yesterday, Monday, with a warning to criminals.
The glaring disregard for human life and the safety of our communities is outrageous and unacceptable, for it robs society of its human capital needed for growth and development. You are hurting and destroying the same community that you are a part of.
The Provo water transmission main project is on schedule, according to the company, as Providenciala's customers draw closer to the end of water restrictions set to close on April 30th. It comes after a slight delay in the return of water Tuesday morning. In addition, Provo Water Company's laboratory has once again secured accreditation from the American National Standards Institute. This marks the 10th accreditation for the lab, which is the only one accredited in the Turks and Caicos to conduct water testing. Magnetic Media is your news leader. Rashaed Esson is still to come. He has news from around the region. You can also find us on social media. We are on Instagram at Magnetic Media Caribbean.
Flow Road to Home is life made simple. One affordable plan that gives you internet at home and mobile on the go. Constant connection anywhere and everywhere, wherever your plans may take you. Switch today and get double the data on your mobile with 80 gigs, plus unlimited WhatsApp and YouTube, and 100 megabytes per second internet speed. Flow Road to Home Internet and Mobile Plan, your non-stop connection.
It's now time for your regional top stories. I'm Rashaed Esson. After being delayed following its announcement in 2020, Royal Caribbean's new 17-acre Royal Beach Club on Paradise Island in Nassau, Bahamas is now in the works and is scheduled to be ready for 2025, according to reports. A groundbreaking ceremony was held on Monday, April 22, signifying the start of construction in the next few months. This project is huge for the Bahamas as it's the first of its kind for the nation, with a unique public-private partnership allowing Bahamians to hold up to 49% in equity. Due to the worsening humanitarian crisis in Haiti with an increase in death toll and injured people, the European Civil Protection and Humanitarian Aid Operations launched an emergency airlift of 5 flights carrying essentials which include up to 62 tons of medicine, as well as emergency shelter equipment and water and sanitation items. These were brought to Cape Haitian according to a report from the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs on April 19, as the international airport in Port-au-Prince remains closed following the gang attack last month. Magnetic Media is your news leader.
There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such a wholesome variety of your favorite fresh foods. There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such outstanding service. And there is simply nowhere else in the TCI to answer your every food craving in a chic, comfortable, centrally located store. That's a place you can trust. Number 1 is Graceway IGA. Fresh, service, trust for over 20 years.
7 new ambulances are coming once an agreement led by the TCI Ministry of Health is finalized, reported Health and Human Services Minister Sean Malcolm, speaking in a ministerial statement last week. For now, there are 2 ambulance arrivals and a third one due to get into the Turks and Caicos by the end of the month. This update follows a 3-day emergency vehicle operator course completed by workers in the Emergency Medical Services Department. This course was tailored for ambulance operators and featured a comprehensive curriculum blending theoretical knowledge with practical skills. The ministry, in a separate media release, said the didactic instruction and hands-on training has better prepared operators to navigate emergencies with confidence. Meanwhile, the minister was also touting a plus for South Caicos Health Services. The morgue there has a new cooler on the way, which arrives at the end of April. It is now the second fastest growing continent behind Asia. Africa is eking out a place as a major player on the expanding global economic scene. In a compelling report published last Friday, it was revealed that Africa, despite its risks, will account for 11 of the world's 20 fastest growing economies in 2024. This is according to the African Development Bank Group, which added that the overall real gross domestic product, or GDP, growth for the continent is expected to average 3.8% and 4.2% in 2024 and 2025, respectively. Named as the top 3 African countries projected to experience strongest economic performance are Niger, Senegal, and Libya. That is it for this edition of the news. I am Dana Malcolm on behalf of myself, Rashaed Esson, and the entire news team. Thank you so much for joining us. Top Stories in 5 is a Magnetic Media production.